You're listening to Heroes in the Moment. What's up, heroes? I'm Michael.
And I'm Nathan.
Today, latest superhero news, part 16.
Baby, we're on 16.
Happy sweet 16.
Thank you. We're three months now.
3 months in.
Of 4 months.
Breaking down the news, breaking down every inch and cranny that you ever so need. Every time. Every time. All right. So we got to get into this. So really, we got two big pieces of news, one from Marvel Studios and one from Star Wars.
Okay.
But before we get into those two big pieces that we'll spend the majority of time on, we'll talk about some of the other rumors going around and other possible castings.
Okay.
We just got two. The first one being on the MCU side of things, being Wonder Man. Possibly we found out about the casting of
my
Odenkirk.
guy.
Yeah, Odenkirk.
Yeah.
But prior to that, we found out about the who's going to be Wonder Man.
Oh, crap.
Now we found out that possibly Bob Odenkirk will be casted.
Yeah, I heard that if he
Better
was,
Call Saul.
Yeah, if he was, it would be like in Wonder Man's manager. So he'd be like a more like shifty.
He'd be Saul.
Kinda,
He'd be Saul.
Like, essentially, and see, like I think this is a bad move, honestly, for Bob. Like truly, like he's coming off, Better Call Saul, which, most critics say is like a top 15, top 20 show. Like, it's very well made, same people who made Breaking Bad. I just don't understand why you would want to play a similar character, or rather why, you just want to switch over to a smaller, like Disney Plus role. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, he's an accomplished actor. I just don't understand why he would want to do a similar role.
Unless, like, he read a script and he was like, I'm sold.
Maybe he's right.
That's very possible.
But, like, I truly don't know how I feel. Like, for his sake, I kind of wish they would just like cast somebody new.
Yeah, I can see that too. But along with the possible Wonder Man casting is Paul Bettany's Vision. That's probably likely. Along with that, maybe Elizabeth Olsen coming back as Scarlet Witch in Wonder Man, which also would be not surprising. So I would enjoy that as well. So we'll see how it goes. But Bob Odenkirk possibility in Wonder Man.
No, I never thought I'd hear that.
Me neither. All right, in the Sony side of Marvel Universe, we got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which I thought was done unless they're just now releasing this casting.
Yeah, bro, there's no way.
I know.
It's kind of late.
And that being Daniel Kaluuya, I think so. And he's going to be playing, what was it?
Like the punk. Spider-Punk. Yeah, like the
he's going to be playing Spider-Punk and Across the Spider-Verse. So I don't know if this is going to be the part 2 rumor, or if it's part 1, because we know it's a part 1 and 2 Across the Spider-Verse. So
I mean, bro, listen, if they're already done and they're just now casting, releasing this, it has to be for part 2. It has to be for part 2,
right? So like, that's still thing a little bit done, unless they're just now coming out with like, oh, he's gonna be in this movie. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I mean, but like he would have been like in the very beginning, like to draw attention to the movie,
right?
Because he's a big, Hollywood
Oscar winning.
Why would they wait until after the movie's wrapped?
Right. And they already got like a really good cast in, Haley Steinfeld, Oscar Isaac. I'm excited to see all that stuff.
Legends.
All right, so now we got to get into our two big pieces of news.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to do something a little bit different. Nathan, I'm going to let you pick a hand. This is going to be the one we're going to talk about first.
Okay.
All right. So we got your left and we got your right. Which one are you going to pick?
Left hand.
Left hand. All right. So that brings us to Marvel Studios. Agatha, Coven of Chaos news.
Okay,
we're going to talk about first.
W.
All right, so then we'll go into our other one next. So first off, there's several casting rumors along with theories for this show that we're going to discuss here for a second. And that being the first that popped up is the first piece of news was Joe Locke from the Netflix series Heartstopper is confirmed to be in Agatha, Coven of Chaos.
Bro, I never heard of this man in my life.
He's probably about 18, 20 years old. I'm not sure exactly his age, but he's rumored to play in this. So who do we might think will play? There's a lot of theories going around. Who do we think?
Wiccan?
Wiccan's the big one.
I mean, he plays a gay character, right?
In Heartstopper.
Heartstopper, so I guess that might make sense. But like, I know there's been a lot of controversy surrounding that whole thing too. So honestly, I don't know. Are there any other possible roles?
It is that being Nicholas Scratch, Agatha's son. He could possibly play.
Why does she have where'd she get a son from?
Well, from the comics, she's always had a son. I mean, in WandaVision, her son could have been dead now or off doing other things, depending on when the show takes place.
She was living by herself momentarily.
Right. And who knows, the bunny could still be Scratch. Could still be her son. They never do it. They still haven't explained that.
But what they had to explain is how they're going to get a human to portray a bunny. You know, like that's a hard part. You know,
That is a difficult
unless
part.
it's real witchcraft, man.
Real.
They've been doing some crazy things.
You know, Joe Locke is already joining the Catherine Hahn. I have to say the because I love Catherine Hahn. But
yeah, she's growing on me.
I love Catherine
I saw her in Step Brothers.
Love her in
first,
Step Brothers.
I didn't even recognize her because she's like blonde.
Love her in Step Brothers.
It's like, shake it.
Yes, that's my favorite part.
Dude, I love that scene, bro.
The best part.
Hard.
The best part. And the bathroom scene. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. Anyway, so Joe Locke, gotta love, you know, who knows? I've never seen him before, so
yeah, but I haven't either.
We could see him. Maybe he'll be Wiccan. Maybe he'll be Nicholas Scratch. I understand the controversy surrounding him being Wiccan.
Yeah.
But we don't even really know when the show takes place, whether it's past or present. So who's to say?
I don't know, man.
Honestly, if you know, I think from both of our perspectives, we'd rather be past.
Yeah.
Just to see more of an origin. And I know a lot of people are already mad because they don't really want this show. But me, you know, anything WandaVision related, I want.
I mean, yeah, I'll take it, but you know that doesn't guarantee that it's gonna have the same success and appeal that WandaVision had. And like they already confirmed, well, maybe not confirmed, but there's like it's not gonna be like a straight up origin. Which I feel like we need it, Agatha.
We need it.
Like, what's her future gonna be in the MCU?
I mean, I know we got a little bit of glimpse from her original coven and her being cast out using dark magic and all that stuff. But I would like to see more in depth. Like, she obviously lived for a great long period of time from the Salem witch trials to present day. I know,
dude. Seeing her in the Salem witch trials, bro, like the whole thing, and then that would be crazy.
And then, of course, her build up to lead to her landing on the doorsteps in Westview.
Yeah,
I think it'd be very interesting.
Cut the black when she gets there.
I think it'd be. But the main thing that kind of hinders us from this theory is the fact that the girl who plays Dottie is coming back, which we already talked about in a previous podcast. Weird. So I'm not exactly sure when this is taking place.
Vision too, right?
I don't think they've talked about him. Maybe.
We have not. Oh, okay.
I think that was Armor Wars we talked about.
I'm tripping then.
I don't think it was him, but
sorry.
But Elizabeth Olsen, Scarlet Witch, probably.
Yeah.
As well.
Dude, Twitter be like every other day, confirmed.
It was only because I'll add this on here. Is Elizabeth Olsen did confirm that she is coming back, but there was nothing to confirm that she's.
We all knew she was coming back
for sure. Definitely. There was a little bright light. She definitely like teleported.
I know. She just like dipped.
She did for sure.
People be like saying that like Kang the Conqueror like. You
That's
rescued her at that moment.
That'd be fascinating.
To help get out. Or
him
like
that. Manipulate her. That'd be cool.
Bro,
they'd be unstoppable.
Kane by himself is unstoppable, man.
I know, but Scarlet Witch by herself is too. So
it's like, bro, that's like too OP.
I know.
You know, OP.
Exactly. So what are we gonna get? All right, another casting, confirmed casting is the Aubrey Plaza. I'll put another V in front of her name because she's pretty big. Aubrey Plaza to be the possible antagonist of Agatha Coven of Chaos.
What has she been in?
You may know her from Parks and Rec. You know, of course, along with Chris Pratt on there. She's also been in several different movies, some rom-coms.
Okay,
we know Aubrey Plaza.
I recognize her.
Yes.
So, I didn't know her name.
Several stuff. So she's going to be the possible antagonist, so maybe another witch, or maybe she's somewhere
She's going to be a witch, bro.
Oh, definitely.
I'm seeing it right now.
Definitely.
She's going to star opposite of Agatha.
You think she'll be like, since she's the antagonist, but then again, Agatha's an antagonist, and it's like,
Nah, what they're going to do is not like an anti-hero, but they're going to make her the protagonist, even though she's bad.
Right.
So, like, the main antagonist, one of the head witches or one of her rivals is going to be Aubrey. I'm calling it.
I'm calling it right now. This is going to be the finale of Agatha Coven of Chaos.
Right.
You know, Agatha and the girl and Aubrey Plaza are going to be playing this witch. They're going to be fighting.
Okay.
And then Aubrey Plaza, you know, her witch is going to be like, who are you?
Ooh.
And then Agatha's going to go, I'm Agatha, Coven of Chaos. And then it's going to blow up and it's going to be amazing.
And then she's like, she manipulates reality and pulls out her two sons, Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly from a different Step Brothers universe.
Dude, genius.
Imagine how crazy that would be.
And she just makes out with John C. Reilly. I would love that.
I would go crazy.
I would go crazy.
I would go crazy,
I'm just kidding.
dude.
But on other news of Agatha Coven of Chaos it is apparently going to be the longest Disney Plus series up to this point as well.
Bro, why?
Yeah.
Why? That like actually angers me, man.
It's gonna be longer.
Like, truly.
It's gonna be longer. I'm not sure what I'm assuming, considering they're saying it's going to be the longest up to this point, it'll be about 12 to 18 range.
Yeah.
Because of course 18 was Daredevil.
It doesn't deserve that.
No, so maybe it's 12.
Like Loki and Moon Knight.
But the reason of this is because you know Marvel is starting to listen to us more as we want longer, more developed stories.
But Agatha, out of all the people that are getting shows, like even Miss Marvel and Wonder Man. She's like the smallest character,
right? Minus Echo. Like Echo, give her like one.
well, I mean, she's boosted just because of her character, in WandaVision. But I had heard of Echo. I had played with her in the Lego video games, bro.
Right.
Agatha Harkness was not in them Lego video games. I'm saying, bro, I like her character, and I'm interested to see how they're gonna actually do this show.
Right.
But the most amount of episodes,
I know.
I feel like that's wrong.
That's crazy. So we'll see. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. I don't know. It's coming. I think it's supposed to be coming January of 2024. Is that correct? I'm pretty sure. So
I don't know.
We'll see. I don't know exactly what their plan is with that. So
and
that's pretty much all I have on Agatha. Do you have anything else that you've heard or any other rumors for Agatha?
That's about all I've heard. I mean, I've heard rumored White Vision, but he's getting rumored for everything.
Yeah, I know. Everybody just wants Paul Bettany.
He's just floating around. Just pull him back in.
I know. Like, where'd he go? Oh, he's here. He's here.
He's just floating in the sky somewhere.
We'll see. All right, next up to move on to my right-hand news, and that being moving over to the realm of Star Wars, and that being the Acolyte. Several amount of news for the Acolyte. Which we're excited to go into. I mean, we already knew some of these confirmed cast lists, but we got a few more along with the plot synopsis. So first off, we already knew, but we're going to reestablish it, is Ling Jung Jae from Squid Games, our main dude from Squid Games, is going to be the lead. What do you think about that?
He's a lead?
I'm pretty sure.
Really? I mean, I guess it makes sense coming off the success of Squid Game.
I don't think he's the lead, but I think he's the Jedi Master they're talking about in the synopsis, which I'll read in a minute.
Is he going to be the Jedi Master?
He may be that.
Bruh, listen, this is huge W. Also, I don't know.
Yeah, because we know the lead's going to be a girl, so I don't know. That's the thing. Like I know he speaks a
little
bit, but like how are they going to do it? Like
he's South Korean.
He is South Korean, so is he going to be speaking like Korean? What's going on?
He's going to be speaking the way of the Force.
He may not. He may be. Oh, he could be a silent Jedi.
Yeah, he could.
That'd be kind of cool.
He just doesn't. He takes a vow of silence to focus.
He'd be the Snake Eyes of the Star Wars universe.
Bro, imagine.
He could be.
But I'm sure he could obviously learn some words for it. But listen, if he's truly the main dude, I was looking at the cast list earlier today, and I knew like one person, like truly, and that was the one chick from Matrix and Jessica Jones. That
no, you know another one.
Do I actually?
You do. Okay, so first off, we have Jodie Turner-Smith, which I don't really know a ton of, but we talked about her earlier.
I don't know if I've ever seen her in anything. I know Daphne Keane. She's
Daphne
in
Keane's Logan. She's X-23 in Logan.
X-23.
We know that. And then we have Manny Jacinto, which had that minor role in Top Gun Maverick.
Wait, he was in Top Gun Maverick?
Remember, he had that minor role. We talked about that in a prior podcast.
I totally forgot.
We have Emalda Steinberg, which I think she's the lead, actually, because it is confirmed it's going to be a female lead.
She's listed first.
So maybe her.
She'll probably be a bad guy.
Right.
She'll probably be a Sith.
Probably. I mean, she'll probably be that Pad one that talks about the synopsis that I'll read in a minute. Then that turns Sith. Then we have, of course, Rebecca Henderson.
Yeah. I've never seen her in anything.
I have not either. Charlie Barnett.
Dean Charles
Chapman. And then, of course, the girl from Jessica Jones. Carrie Ann Moss.
And Matrix. She's the biggest one on there.
Yes.
But I do kind of appreciate they're doing...
Lee Jung Jae's pretty big now, but...
Yeah, but he's only like in that one thing as far as I know. She's in some big projects. But listen, I'm kind of glad they're going this route of not pointing a bunch of A-listers first.
Right.
I mean, I think
it's fascinating.
They're getting some newer people. They're trying to hit the ground running. And there won't be so many expectations as compared to,
for sure,
if they had a big character for like the lead.
Right.
It's like similar to Andor maybe in that sense. But
yeah, I mean, it's an exciting idea. And I'll just go ahead and read the plot synopsis for you guys right now. It says the Acolyte is, and this is off Rotten Tomatoes, so it's confirmed.
Okay.
The Acolyte is a mystery thriller, hype already, that will take viewers into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era, which is already hype. Only living person is Yoda at this amount of time that we know.
Okay.
So hype and cool to see this. Of course, again, before the Phantom Menace, we just got our first piece in Tales of the Jedi. Now we're getting our second piece in the Acolyte. Super hype. And then a former Padawan, which I think is going to be played by
Amanda Sterling,
the Amanda Sterling girl.
Yeah.
And the main Padawan reunites with her Jedi Master, which I think will be Lee Jung Jae.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the set photo, you see him and her.
It's her first and then him.
Maybe it's Jodie Turner-Smith that was with him. I can't remember, but
okay.
All right, so you have them two. They're investigating a series of crimes, but the forces they confront are more sinister than they've ever anticipated.
Bruh, hype.
So I'm
That
wondering.
goes so
I'm
hard.
wondering if we're going to get like Darth Plagueis. Are we going to get more? We know we're going to get more Sith stuff.
Yeah.
So how are we? What Sith are we going to get? Because this is before the time of Emperor Palpatine of Sidious.
Yeah.
So who are we going to get now?
Bro,
That's what I'm at.
Dude, this could be, I don't know, even before Plagueis, right?
Right.
I can't tell
Maybe
you. Maybe
one of these guys is Plagueis. Let's see who could be Plagueis in our cast list over here. I see one dude that could be Plagueis.
Ugly and gray.
I see one dude. Let's see here.
Charles.
Charlie Barnett. Charlie Barnett. I think he could be Plagueis, possibly.
Charlie Barnett, maybe?
Charlie Barnett might be the Plagueis.
Okay.
That is very possible. And then, I mean, who knows? Or he could be another Sith Lord.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell. I feel like, some of these are Jedi. I feel like, Define Keen. I feel like she would have been the more, like, a really good version of the Acolyte, like the Pad one as well. But I don't know. We'll see with that. She could be a Sith. I don't know.
This synopsis got me, dude, that mystery thriller. Like,
That's
I love my action, I love comedies, but dude, mysteries, bro, thrillers, bro. That is my vibe.
Especially about the Sith.
Yeah, but you got a good duo going out investigating crimes, but then they start
lightsabers.
But then they start to discover all this crap going on with the Sith, with the High, Republic of the Jedi. That's like a perfect combination.
It better be another Andor with like 12 episodes, please.
Yeah. I was thinking it's gonna be minimum like 8, probably 8 to 12.
Please.
Yeah.
I would love that. But that's the plot synopsis.
Sounds so cool.
I know. I'm excited. This is the one project.
That's my favorite plot synopsis I've seen from a Star Wars thing for real.
You think so? Of course.
Recently.
This is biased, so I can't say it. But with Obi-Wan, it would be biased. But the Acolyte is cool.
Even like that plot synopsis is like, all right, he's cool, and then conflict happens, and they got to come out of retirement. I could have guessed that.
Right. But
it's
still,
not
get you hyped.
I like seeing it though.
Yes, I'm excited for this. Of course, this is one of my top 3 most anticipated Star Wars projects. Up there with Obi-Wan when they first announced it, as well as Ahsoka, which is coming out next year. So I'm excited for the upcoming The Acolyte as well. So that pretty much concludes. Not a whole lot yet. Still some cool stuff, some interesting stuff to think about. Let us know what you think about these possible things and what's going on over here on our Instagram. DM us. We'd love to interact with you. We will possibly feature you if you have a question. So let us know.
All right, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, let us know by giving us a review and a download. Our podcast, Here's in the Moment, is available on all major podcast platforms, so check it out. If you want to stay up to date with all of our news and announcements, check out our Instagram at Here's in the Moment. For some funny content, check out Here's in the Moment with an extra T on TikTok. Our previous episode was Black Panther, I believe, the movie review. So check it out. That movie goes crazy. We're going to do we've already done a big podcast on it, so go ahead, check it out.
No.
Wait, it's out now.
No, because this one's going to come this Thursday. So Andor episode 9 was our previous one, but Black Panther will be the next Tuesday.
Dang it!
It's so confusing with stuff.
I know,
it
dude.
Can be.
And the point being is
we do a lot of content.
We do a lot of content, and it's late. But I'm telling you, just check it out, and you'll appreciate it, man.
Yes, you will. We just want to thank y'all for listening, and as always, we love you 3000.